Hello, this is Will here. This is going to be the first video on my channel. Channel's called Schweintucky, that's my gamer tag. And we're going to start off with a Viva Pinata Let's Play. This is one of my favorite games as a kid, and I thoroughly enjoyed it then. I put over 200 hours into it, and I thoroughly enjoy it now. So we're going to start with a brand new garden. Are you... Yes, I'm going to invalidate everything. And we're going to start here with Schweintucky's garden. And let's get into it. So we just bought our garden. Basically, this first episode is going to be relatively boring. There's a lot of busy work that has to be done, but it gives me a good chance to talk about what the channel is going to be about and kind of who I am in general. So here we go. Oh, the cows are so cute. I'm just going to be quiet for this intro part. And here we go. This is Leafos. She's kind of the guide.
Oh, hello. I was hoping someone would come and help me tidy up this mess. You must be the new owner. I'm Leafos, and I'm here to help you.
Alright, so here we go. Big old journal. Yay.
I've given you the journal.
Okay,
When you finish talking,
I'm just gonna get into it and get past some of this stuff because I've done this many times.
this
Journal.
is the
Basically,
journal.
in the journal, I can look at the encyclopedia, how-tos, garden area, and awards. And that's just the start. There's more features that get unlocked later.
There's your first alert.
Alerts.
Whenever
show up
something
in the bottom,
important is
kind of
happening.
lets me know what's going on down there. You can see.
When you are
I'll
ready,
explain it here.
alerts will wait down here for you to look at them. Time for another
And here's
present.
what I've been waiting for, actually. And that is our first shovel, which is kind of a piece of trash, but we will upgrade it as soon as possible because it's one of the best things in the game.
Okay.
So, if you don't know what Viva Pinata is, it's definitely one of the weirdest
buttons
games
in the top right of the screen
that I've
tell you
played,
what you can do.
but I loved as a kid. Basically, I become a gardener and try to transform this plot of shitty land into a humble abode for many little pinata characters. So basically, the first thing I gotta do is start pounding out all the dirt. And so since this is gonna take a while, it gives me a good opportunity to talk about myself and... Oh, never mind. We got our first little motherfucker coming. This is a Whirlm. It's the worm character. I don't know
Well done.
what the
You
name is
attracted a
based off
Whirlm.
of. But see, we got our first sighting. Where is it? I don't know. But back to what I was getting into right after I smack this thing. Who's your daddy? Wait, what? What? I didn't say anything. So, about me. I just turned 23. My name is Will, been over that. I graduated last year from Oregon State University with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography, so visual arts, and now I'm currently finishing up my master's degree at Lewis and Clark College in Portland, Oregon, in the MAT, which is Masters of Teaching, and my focus is art. Ideally, it would be photography. My main goal for the teaching is gonna be teaching high school photography, but we'll see how that goes. There's a couple other things that I've been thinking about getting into and have been exploring myself that I'll get into in a second. But first,
Take
we're
this
gonna get our grass seed packet, which basically just allows us to put grass into down. And here's our first wormhole. I'm not gonna hit it. You can hit pinatas to get candy, but right now my focus is really getting the island settled. It looks like I'm gonna need batteries for my controller, but we will see. I am not gonna put away my shovel. I'm sorry. I am going to finish hitting the ground because I just find the easiest thing to do at the start of this game is to destroy the ground. Basically, in the end, it's gonna be like all of this bad land all the way out to the grass that I'm gonna eventually get. So just getting a head start on getting all the hard soil is kind of important, and it's just gonna be helpful. And every time I take one of the items, as you can see, the chocolate coins, so that'll also be nice later in the game. I don't know who's on the coin, actually. I don't know that character, but I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, I can cut grass. I did, in all of my hours of playing this, I did not know you could cut lawn grass, so that's something new. Okay. Give me that coin. Okay, back to hitting grass. So going back to about me, I do a lot of different photography, but the main photography that I started doing is concert photography. Unfortunately, with the quarantine right now, that is completely off limits, so been kind of bored with that, but luckily I've been able to work with a lot of my old work and just continuing working on stuff. Getting into t-shirts. I actually just had a book made. A German printing company wanted me to test one of their products, so that was really cool. I'm going to throw up some images from some of my concert photography up on the screen now. Some of the more favorite concerts I've done, Elton John was a huge concert. I would say it was more of a event than a concert, in my opinion. I mean, easily hands down one of like the most exciting experiences I've had as a photographer. Like being away from Elton John, like at 10 feet away from him while he's singing Benny and the Jets, was just like something that I never thought was going to be achievable during my concert photography career, but it was just something else. I photographed Billie Eilish's, I think, first night on her arena tour, or like night 1 or night 2 on her first ever arena tour, which was absolutely insane. Completely sold out crowd, just absolute pandemonium. Some of my other favorite ones aren't as big. Afro Man was hilarious. I've been laughing at his songs and enjoying them for like since high school. So that one was really fun. Ezra Bell is a group of my friends from Portland who are a folk band, and they're one of my favorite bands. I love working with them. I would highly recommend their music if you're into folk music. Who else? Donna Massal was great. My girlfriend took me to that one, but I was able to take photos through the company that I work for at the time. So that one was really cool. I mean, the list of bands I've taken photos of is quite large. I've gone to over 100 shows. I've been doing this for the last 4 years now. The first big show I ever did was the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was also something that shocked me that I was able to do. I've been a fan of them forever, as most people are. So that was amazing experience. Awesome. Foo Fighters, Metallica, Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator, Kodak Black. That's just like scratching the surface of the list. But I assume I'll probably tell more stories throughout the duration of these videos of different things that happened. If I could think of one story recently that happened at a Young Thug and Machine Gun Kelly concert. I was shooting, I think it was during Young Thug's set, people started throwing drinks everywhere. It was getting a little rowdy, and I just got nailed in the head with a drink. Luckily, it didn't hit my camera, but yeah. So stuff like that happens at one of the Travis Scott concerts I went to. I think it was whatever the tour was centered around the birdcage. As soon as myself and the other photographers got into the pit, somebody leaned over into it and vomited in like a 10-foot radius, and then we proceeded to wait an hour for Travis to come out. So it was just really funny. Also not super fun either, just standing next to a big pile of vomit for a couple hours. But that was also a crazy night. That was in Portland as well, and that's where Drake came out as a surprise guest, but unfortunately I had already left by then. I took photos of Flume in Japan. That was another cool one. I was in Japan for a semester at sea, which is a study abroad opportunity that I was very privileged to go on, where basically you live on a boat for 110 Hey, little buddies, you guys are sitting on like the last 2 spots of hard soil. Do you mind scooting to the side, because I'm trying to make this a nice spot for you. Nope, I don't want to hit you, but nope, don't hit. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this away then and spread some soil so we can start getting some residents. They're black and white right now. Pinatas are black and white until they become residents of your island or your garden. Island. I'm thinking about Animal Crossing right now. Oh, there we go. See, we're about to see it. So he'll change from a white and black to a nice green and orange color. Basically, what you have to do is you have to...
Did you see
I did see the color change. Thank you, Leafos. Wait, never mind. What was I talking about? Thinking about Animal Crossing. Pinatas have requirements that you have to make them become residents. So I'm pretty sure the Whirlms is just like have a lot of dirt, and then we'll start seeing some other ones pop up soon, hopefully. Oh, and the other one became it. So cool. It's gonna want me to put this away, but I'm just gonna put some grass down, because hopefully that'll attract some more. One thing I forgot about that was a little annoying in this game was the camera mechanics. You probably have noticed it before, but you have to turn both dials to get it to move. So that's a little annoying, but we'll make do with what we have. I'm not too concerned. This game is much more fun than it is frustrating. So I'm going to grab my shovel now that these two have moved and just pat this last little spot out of hard soil, because somehow in the future that's going to not be great for us. Okay, so put away. I believe Leafos wants me to... look at the information. Yeah,
You can get information.
So the information that we can see about our pinatas is their condition status, which right now we're looking at the romance requirements, because the next progression step in the game is to get them to romance. So we have the 10 square pinometers, probably pinata-o-meters of soil grass, and then there's a Whirlm house. So we have to get a Whirlm house. You can also see how many residents you have currently of that species, how many residents you've ever had, their age, and how far they've traveled. And then you can also put a label on them, which we're prompted to do in a little bit. So now we're going to get introduced to Willie the Builder. He is a hammer-headed guy. He builds the pinata houses and other structures in the game. He's just kind of a piece of work, but he's got nails in his head, so we're the real winners here. But, oh, here we go. The snake, the serpent. So obviously the pinatas are all named after candy. There are a couple that I am not sure what the candy is, but I'll always try to point out which ones they are. Serpent, I assume is maple syrup or just serpent. In general, I don't know what the Whirlm is. I'm sure it's like maybe... okay, pause again. Spearmints, one of my favorite. They're one of the cutest ones for me personally, based on sparrow and spearmint gum, or just spearmint in general. But I just think they're really fun. So this also brings up the next step in the circle of life, which is some pinatas need to eat other pinatas, and that happens with the experiment. The experiment, this is the worm house that I'm going to put down real quick. But the experiment doesn't need to eat a wormhole to join the farm, but it does need to eat a wormhole to mate. And after we get this house, if this guy wakes up over here, they will be ready to mate. So that will give us a third wormhole, which we might end up feeding to the sparrow. So right now we're just waiting for Willie to come. Once he gets his lazy arse down here. There he is. Let's go, Willie. Where was I? I go on a lot of rambling rants, so I don't know where I was. Semester at sea. Live on a boat for 110 days. You stop in like 11 different countries. On my trip, I went to Spain, Ghana, South Africa, Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia, China, and Japan and India. And then on the way over to get to Spain, I stopped in Iceland, and that was a crazy experience. It was probably one of the greatest experiences of my life. It was like one of the first times I had really left the country. I had gone to Kenya before, but seeing all the different cultures and all the different amazing things that were out there in the world was truly amazing. I'll get back to that. I'm going to reveal this building. Pop. Thank you, Willie. You're a good man.
Now that you've provided
so now you can see that the wormholes have hearts above their heads, and that means that, well, they're going to get it on, basically, is what's going to happen in a very rated G way. They do a little dance. But I do have to help them, which is a little weird. But anyways, just going to clear these reminders so the stuff on the page. But, hey, what's going on? Oh, I have to direct them to each other. Alright, you.
This worm is selected.
Alright, you go talk to her. I do have to help them, which is a little weird. You'll see that in a second. It's kind of a mini game. And here we go. Chatting each other up in the DMs. Oh, and then we got a snake coming.
Welcome to the
So this is the mini game. So basically, I have to take my pinata from the lower left all the way up to the upper right without hitting the bombs in a minute while getting as many coins as possible. Since it's the wormhole and it's the first one you ever get, it's very easy. Obviously, it's just a row. But in other more advanced pinatas, there's, you know, bombs that move and longer paths and like tighter paths. So they're gonna go do the romance dance. So I'm gonna put some Akon on, I guess. T-Pain. We have to watch it, which is a little uncomfortable, but I'm not going to tell anybody if you don't tell anybody. Just imagine instead it's going, I'm going to buy you a drink, and then it's like, I don't want to say smack. I don't want to sing smack that. That would just be wrong. Well, there we go. They have successfully romanced, quote unquote, and now we get introduced to Storkos. She is the egg bringer. These are some weird game sounds that I'm hearing. I hope that you are not hearing them. But here we go. So we get our first award for being a romancer. And, you know, they're going to live happily ever after until this little dude right here eats their kid pretty much. Oh, and see, speak of the devil. We now have my little favorite joining the team. Becomes a really cute brown color. Sparrow mint number 1. There we go. Very cute. Oh, gosh, Storko's scared the shit out of me. We got another Sparrow showing up in the background I saw.
Worry no more.
Thank you for delivering my egg, Storkos. So this thing will pop in a couple seconds. There's another Sparrow mint over there. Pop, 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 pop. Oh.
Every time a
Can't
new
even finish my
pinata.
story. There's just so much exciting gameplay happening. So yeah, Semester 2 was amazing. I'll throw up some of my photos from that on the screen right now. Look, he's just watching. He's ready to eat this baby as soon as it comes out. I have to direct the baby to go and be eaten, so that's not going to happen yet. But we should be getting another Sparrow in a second. What do we actually, yeah, it's just after 2. So we're chilling. Who's going to join in a second? Yep, there we go.
You got
2 of them. Now we got this little worm. So now we get to need to romance these. So we have to make a house for them, and they have to eat a wormhole. Ideally, I'd like to get another wormhole before we just feed 2 of them away. So we'll see. I think right now the thing that I have to do is do my design. Yeah, so I'm going to make my design really quick. Randomize colors, customize, randomize shapes. I'm going to do customize because it's my game and nobody can tell me not to. Take that, Mom. I'll do that. That would be a good color scheme. I like that. Oh, wow. Why am I taking so much time on this? That. Then we'll do. I just want to do squares. I like squares. Gonna do a blue scheme. I like blue. Blue's cool. Blue's could do. Let's see. So semester at sea. I don't want to be one of those kids that says like, "Oh, my study abroad changed my life," because that's just ridiculous. I can understand it changing your life, but I think a lot of people take study abroads for granted. I truly had a great experience on semester at sea. I would say there's definitely some people that, fell into the trap of what a lot of kids do on study abroads, which is just waste their time getting drunk all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I had my fair shares of nights where I got litty. But I really enjoyed the traveling part, talking to people from different places, and obviously the food was amazing. Out of all the places, I would love to go back to Japan the most, probably. I did not get to explore it as much as I'd like to, and it's on the top of my list of places I want to visit. Let's see. So, we're done with this now. Now we have labels. I think if I talk to Lifos now, she's gonna give me something. What's up?
Everything
Okay,
inside
you're
the
not
white.
gonna help at all. That's great. What do we do now? Oh, here we go.
Baby
Yeah,
Pinata is
so
ready to grow up.
when the babies are ready, they go into these little bunt cake type things. And I'm sorry, but you're hatched. That didn't hurt it at all, I promise. Okay, I'm then going to direct Wormhole 1. I'm going to direct these 2 to have another kid so we can get on the Sparrows.
Now that you've raised
Now
a
I
baby
get to
worm,
choose
I feel like I can really
which seed I
trust
want.
you.
I'm
I have
going to
2
go
seeds
with
that
this
are
one.
ideal for. Yes. A
Didn't even
good
tell me what it
choice.
was, but I'll take it. Okay. I'm going to plant my first seed, and it looks like my 2 wormholes are going to
The next time you put the cursor.
continue making love. Okay, here we go. I do kind of wish that they would change it up. Oh boy. after you had done it once, like if they changed the design. But I understand that this game is mainly aimed towards people that are at least half my age, so
Well done.
that's fine. So now I get a watering can. That kind of got jumbled together because of having like a lot of different things going on at once.
Once again, the button's in the top right.
Thank you. So I believe this is growing a turnip, and that should bring some animal. I don't know exactly which animal it's going to bring. The other seed grows a carrot, and that brings a bunny comb, which is a bunny honeycomb name. And they're romancing, so we're going to get another wormel. I'm going to water this turnip. Okay. And I'm going to water this spearmint. Because he stank. You stank. You stank. Alright. Oh, that was cute. Put away. Alright, Storkos should be showing up over there. Are you about to grow? Oh, they're hanging out. That's cute.
You seem to have most of the...
Learning basics. Alright, there's my turnip. Oh, it brings a Mouse Mallow. Mouse Mallow is one of the other cute names. It's a mouse. Unfortunately, this Mouse Mallow might be used as snake food to get that serpent.
Good news. You've
I
attracted...
did smell a turnip in my garden. Now, where is it so I can put the turnip closer to it? Storkos just delivered that egg. Thank you, Storkos. Appreciate you and all the hard work that you do. Ooh. What was that? Oh, okay. Bye. Okay, so now we got 4 wormholes, 2 sparrows, and we got a serpent who's hanging. What exactly does a serpent need? Okay, so we just need to get a mouse mallow, and then we can feed it to the snake. Oh, and a moth drop. Maybe the candy would be a... No, lemon drop isn't. It's a cocktail. I can't imagine it's a cough drop. Cough drops do kind of taste like candy. What is a
Well
moth drop
done.
based on? I don't know.
You attracted a moth.
Regardless, we're getting our island started. This first episode's probably super boring because it's just a lot of dirt so far. But eventually we're going to get real sweet garden going. I'm moving this over here so the turn... Oh, shoot.
What?
Parents keep out. Pret's tail. It's a fox. Oh, that's a very cute sound. Wow.
A pret's tail has appeared.
Pretzel.
They like to
fox
investigate a garden in
combo.
the...
Where is that? I would like to see where it is. Alright, so it's over there. So he's chilling. I think they have to eat a hen. Is there a hen? I think there's a hen type. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see who shows up today. I think in a second I will be getting a clock. You can also look inside the houses. There's just 2 wormholes in here now, but you can look inside. Oh, there's 3. So they basically just hang out. I don't know why they have a portrait of a skunk. That snoring sounds like a fart. Let's get out of here. They're all in there now. Oh, I will get you a house tomorrow, I promise, little bird. Where's that mouse at?
Here
Oh, I get a
is your
clock. For no reason. But I think staring into Lifos's dead, cold eyes. I think this is going to be our first little episode. It's nighttime. It's probably about a 30-minute video at this point, so next time, Pret's tail, Mousemallow, Serpent. We're going to make progress. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I'm not going to necessarily demand you do anything. You don't have to smash that like button or ring that bell, but I would appreciate a subscribe. And thank you. Till next time, we're going to be focusing on this game as like our main story in the channel for a while, but also coming up, I want to do a Skate 3 video. We're going to do some of the Assassin's Creed Syndicate Jack the Ripper DLC, which is really fun. We're going to do backyard wrestling, which is going to be horrible. But that's through the original Xbox. I'll throw up some screen grabs from that. It's a game that was mostly funded in collaboration with ICP or the Insane Clown Posse. It's not going to be good, but I think it'll be fun for a couple videos. We're going to do probably an island tour on Animal Crossing, as I've put a lot of hours into that game. And then eventually, I think as soon as possible, we're going to do a little bit of Cooking Mama with my girlfriend. So that should be awesome. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.